Can I make something good out of this? Can I make something good out of this? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You could be late, you could be true, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. Can I make something good out of this? Can I pretend that something is missing? Chances are you will not be missed, 'cause you don't give a shit. Can I make something good out of this? You will be late, you could be too, you could be underneath my shoe. Sometimes you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, but I want more. You could be late, you could be true, you could be underneath my shoe. Times you're the only one who's strong, and I'll be devastated if I'm wrong. I am the one you love to hate, but you cannot devastate. It will be interesting, I'm sure, 'cause I want more. I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. I want more, I want more, I want more from you, yeah, more. More from you, yeah, more. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. Back in the day, complications never wore my patience. I was always ready to play, play, play. Why face the day in the sunshine in LA? We hit the beach and rode the waves. I lost my balance, I was faded, faded. I was trapped and wrapped up in a scene that was never really me. Plastic lights and starry eyes, and all the freaks were left outside. So I'd look in and wonder why. Where was mine? I couldn't find it, find it. But you're all I've got. You're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like a struggle to catch up. And I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. Time to walk away, trade my sunshine in for rain. Same old ways in a different place, but something's changing, changing. I wanted answers and direction. What I got was second guessing, hesitation, no sensation, just more questions. Nothing to blame for being stuck inside this frame of mind. If I can find my way, who I am, what I want, where I'm going, where I was, it's not up to you. I wish there was something you could do, but you're not me, so you can be my answers, answers, because you're all I've got. And you're all I want. Some days it just feels like this will never be enough. Most days it just feels like I struggle to catch up. But I won't mind the day I find what a peace of mind you are. 'Cause life is a wonderful mess. You're all I've got. You're all I want. You're all I've got. You're all I want. lost in my reflection. Pay attention. You never will. I will overanalyze and fall victim. My venom lowers. Time to get to know myself. I'm still tangled. I'm not worried. 'Cause I am caught up in this perfection. Pay attention. Yeah, you never will. 'Cause you depend. So you always will. If you arrest yourself again, I'll help you clean up the mess. I wonder if you ever did. Yeah, I wonder if you ever did like I did. I wonder if you ever did. Yeah, I wonder if you ever did like I did. Yo, what up, Friday night? I just got out of the shower. I'm ready to fuck up some MAGA shitters. Oh, you know why? I'll tell you why. 'Cause I just wanna be free. Yeah, free. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh. Na 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 na. Now I wanna be free. I wanna be free. Oh, free. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let's go. Freedom, yeah. Let's go. Dude, how are we living? Yo, 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 yo. Dude, the reflecting pool. Yeah, no. Dude, I saw that. Like, hold on, let me get my fucking glasses together. Dude, I need to get some new lenses. But yo, the reflecting pool, like the algae's already back. Presumably, I don't know the exact fucking story behind it, but I did see that Politico was reporting about that. We can take a look at that. It's been a weird day, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just been a weird day. Dude, the trillionaire shit is like, bro, that's like so crazy. You know what I mean? Like when we think about, dude, it's just thinking about the state of the world, how expensive it is, how many people are on the street, and like the celebration of somebody amassing $1 trillion worth of wealth. When we know that, like, what's he gonna do? He's gonna bully governments. He's gonna bully fucking people, women who had his babies, right? His ex-wives, whatever. You know what I'm saying? And like, dude, it's so disgusting that like we're celebrating this. And what's crazy about this, guys, is the company lost $5 billion last year. And again, just like Trump media,
This is one of those instances where you have companies that are losing money and yet they're able to generate like $1 trillion valuation on a company that lost money, right? Whereas like if you're a certain member of the Epstein class, your company doesn't even need to be profitable. You just get billions, trillions, even if your company is losing money. And everybody else is like, they're like, you better not have a fucking Starbucks, you cheap motherfucker. You're lazy, that you're poor because you got Netflix. It's like, what the fuck are we doing, bro? You know what I mean? What are we doing? And let me just say, I went off on a rant today on Twitter, guys. Okay, you know why? Because Elon is not a good person. Okay? He is not a good human being. Let us count the ways. Number one, he abandoned his daughter because she was transgender. Number two, on top of abandoning her, he went out and like badmouthed her and bought a social media network to harm all transgender people worldwide. Number three, after he did that, that wasn't enough. He bought a president and then went in there and eliminated every program that helped LGBTQ people worldwide, right? Talk about the retribution and hatred in a man's heart to do that to just because he didn't want to accept his trans daughter. Number four, okay, he bought a president to make all of the investigations against him and his company disappear. Okay. Number five, he has like 12, 14 kids and he never spends any time with any of them. And in fact, he tries to fuck over their parents wherever possible. Okay. The state of California helped Tesla become profitable. And then as soon as it was profitable, he moved it to a state that had no taxes and said, fuck you to the people who helped him become profitable. He's been living off government contracts for decades, you know, and on top of that, he, you know, fritters around doing drugs and basically attacking every marginalized group he can, using his power to sow disinformation and negativity towards everyone who like disagrees with him. So the guy's like, he's a toxic human being. And on top of that, if we want to go back even to the beginning, his very first business venture, Zip2, was bullshit. He badly coded an open source database. They convinced Compaq to spend hundreds of millions of dollars on this. Compaq took a bath. They ended up losing the market share to Dell, and eventually HP had to buy them out. Like Compaq basically went under because of the money they spent on Elon Musk's con job. Okay, then he gets into PayPal with Peter Thiel. Eventually he buys Tesla and he forces the original owners out. He like stole their company. I mean, this guy has been toxic from the get-go. He's a terrible human being. And I saved the best for last. He was begging to get on Epstein Island and to go to all the wildest parties. So, I mean, we don't even know that he didn't go on Epstein Island. You know, he may very well, we haven't seen the rest of the files that are being hidden by the president he bought. So we don't even know there. He is a terrible human being. Okay? He is a terrible fucking human being, guys. Just terrible. And yet, he gets to control the same wealth as 1,000 billionaires. Think about that. Think about how much a billion is. Now, 1,000 billionaires don't even have as much, don't even control as much wealth as Elon does. Dude. And I mean, I saw people all day saying, oh, Elon earned it. And it's like, how do you How do you earn $1 trillion of wealth in a company that lost $5 billion last year? Like, how do you earn that? How? What did he do? What has he done? He's on Twitter all day. He doesn't fucking work. What does he even do? What the fuck does Elon do? He does interviews. He sits on Twitter all day. He does drugs. He occasionally takes a photo with one of his 14 kids. What the fuck does this guy do all day? Prove it to me that he works. I don't think he's worked in 20 years. You know? I don't think he's done a day of work in 20 years, boss. Earned that. Bro, give me a break, man. Dude, give me a break. And now, though, I would like to point out something, though, guys, because look at what was mentioned today, dude. All right, you ready? Now, look at this shit. Because people keep saying, okay, a recurring theme is that Elon made a bunch of millionaires. All right, you may have seen this online, guys. Okay, that one of the themes, because guys realize, can I tell you? I want to explain something here, okay? Because they're creating a story of, oh, good trillionaire. And look at what they're doing, okay? Look at what they're doing. Elon Musk takes an unprofitable company that they changed the rules. He's going in there, and after already buying Twitter with XAI, buying XAI with SpaceX, no money changing hands, he's just umbrellaing this debt that he owes to create this ginormous IPO. He's using the fame and the power of the presidency and all this shit that he paid for to make this happen, okay? All of that is going on crooked as shit. Even though it's legal, it's still fucking crooked. Now, they're creating a story, right? They had one of the welders that they're interviewing, and they're like, Elon has made 4,400 millionaires. 4,000 people became millionaires because they took some stock options and have been getting like low pay for the last decade. But here's the rub is, are they really millionaires? I mean, say they have 880,000, right? That's what one said, 880,000 in this new SpaceX stock. But do they get to cash it out? Like if all 4,400 of them cash out their stock and get their millions, the companies, the price of it's going to fall. By the time you get to the last 1,000, their shit ain't going to be worth shit. What happens when the investors who put in money to Twitter and XAI, what happens when they sell their stock? Who's going to be holding the bag? Is it going to be the index funds and the regular people's retirement? I mean, you know, they're millionaires on paper, right? They are. They're millionaires on paper, but what is that $28 an hour guy? Can he go buy a house tomorrow? I don't think he can. What's he going to do? Oh, he's going to go get a loan on his fucking stock? All right, maybe he will. I mean, I don't know if the welder's going to get a loan on his stock. I don't know, right? We know the wealthy people can that have assets out the gazoo. But like, dude, I don't know, dude. This shit. But that's part of the story, okay? That's part of the story they're selling us is Elon just made 4,000 people millionaires. Wow, what a good guy. What a good guy. 4,000 lucky people just won the lottery because they worked for Elon Musk for a decade for next to nothing, right? For $20 an hour. So that's what you got to do, guys. The new American way is you got to go get a job for a wealthy, like multi-billionaire. You got to work for him for 10 years and hope he gives you some stock options and then hope he somehow shucks and jives until his company is worth some fucking, you know, a fake amount of money. And then, you know, one day, hopefully you cash out before the whales do. And then if you do that, you too can be a millionaire. Dude, it's so brutal. Elf says, I invite the U.S. government to tax me more for the money I inherited. I play music and I'm rich through inheritance. I didn't earn over $1 million, but everything else is owned and taxed. Let's go, Elf! Dude, We love you. We do love you. Thank you, boss. Dude, I invite the government to tax you too. I am the government. I'm just kidding. Give me 33% of everything. Dude, let's go. Thank you, boss. Let's go, Elf. Dude, we love you, dude. Oh, right? Dude, let's go. Yeah, I mean, man, I don't know, dude. This shit fucking bugs me. It does. I just think the celebration. Oh, sorry, I had it on top chat, guys. My apologies. Dude, seriously though, thank you, Elf. Appreciate you, boss. It is. I'm just, man. I just think celebrating this is weird. And you know what else is weird, guys? This is my own personal observation, but for me, I've watched a bunch of hardcore Christians all day, like hailing Elon Musk and his wealth and his trillions and all that. And then I started wondering, and anybody who says like, wow, hoarding that kind of wealth is bad, they're like, fuck you, you're jealous, you're a piece of shit. And then I started wondering, why is it that American Christians have forgotten about the passage in the Bible that says it's easier for a camel to go through the eye of the needle than a rich man to get into heaven? They have forgotten about that verse, but I'll be goddamned if they haven't remembered the non-existent verses about homosexuality and or transgender people. So the Bible never mentions homosexuality or trans people, but they seem to just be filled with memories about all God said about that. But boy, do they forget the wealth, the ones that say, yo, you shouldn't be hoarding wealth and you should be living a life of charity. You know, I mean, isn't that weird? It's like they have desecrated their own religion in the pursuit of worshiping money. You know, I mean, I'm waiting for 9 Inch Nails to kick in. God, money, I'll do anything for you. God, money, just tell me what you want me to do. Whoa. Oh, shit, guys. Crazy, dude. What up? So yeah, let's look at some of the trillionaire reaction. Okay. Dude, did you see this Erica Kirk meme? Oh my God, bro. Is that not the craziest shit? Dude, everyone grieves differently. Oh, dude. Isn't that wild? That is some wild shit. They are going hard on Erica Kirk memes, guys. That is pretty crazy. I love a good meme, boss. All right. So, dude, $1.1 trillion, man. Oh. Dude, 1.1 trillion, right? And isn't it crazy too? Because like 38 billion from the government, right? Oh, like he basically, you know what I'm saying, got all of his fucking, like everything got started because of public money, dude. Brutal. Brutal, guys. Now here is of course Scott Jennings, right? You ready? Let's listen to Scott Jennings' take on it, which I'm sure is going to be heavy on the knob polishing, but you ready? Here we go, guys.
All day long, I've been listening to liberals count and spend Elon's money for him. This envy, jealousy, hatred of success. Why is it immoral? Why is it wrong for somebody in our system, our capitalist system, in the greatest nation on earth, to go out and build a company, build companies, build technologies, go into space, aim to go put a colony on Mars, give internet to half the world, all the things he's doing. Why is any of this wrong or bad? Why would we want to discourage entrepreneurship? Why would we want to discourage anybody building anything? That is the nature of it.
That's a fair question because
see, here's the problem, Scott Jennings, is Elon Musk, a lot of the shit he said he was going to do to get these public subsidies, he lied. He took a whole bunch of public money, government contracts and public money to go to Mars. Never happened. Okay. He was going to build tunnels that never happened. He was going to revolutionize car technology that never happened. Meanwhile, he was just getting government subsidies. Everybody, right? California and the EV credits, they help make Tesla profitable. And meanwhile, other car makers were restricted, right? He was like the only electric car person out there. So he's basically been collecting welfare and promising the world, and all of that fails. And so why does he deserve to control $1 trillion worth of wealth? Right? Like, I mean, can't he do everything he's doing and be worth like $50 billion? And that's still like more money than anyone could ever spend in their entire lifetime? Like, why does he need to be worth $1 trillion? Right? That's what I don't understand. It does any entrepreneur, no matter what they do, even if they cure fucking cancer, do they need $1 trillion? Like, you know what I mean? Like, what are we talking about? Elf says he's been an atheist forever. I know Elon doesn't even care about God. No, he does not. You know? So the thing about this is, like, for me at least, it's not about jealousy, okay? It's about the scale, okay? It's about the scale of one person having, like, they step on the scale and the entire fucking scale goes like this, okay? You know, that's what it is about. It's not about jealousy. It's not about, like my house is paid off. I don't have a shortage of money. I'm not starving. I don't have trouble meeting my monthly ends. I'm not like fucking, you know what I'm saying? I mean, dude, I would like to have a little bit more, like to be able to like be completely worry free. I think we all do. But nobody wants like $100 million. You know, I don't think anybody needs that kind of wealth. I don't need a Lamborghini. I don't need to own fucking Zorro Ranch. You know what I'm saying? That's not what I need. But the thing with the thing, like the trillionaire shit, is the scale. It's the fact that there's a scale here with the whole world, and Elon gets to put 1 foot on that thing, and he can literally, like Elon, can now threaten the entire Congress. Okay? He could threaten the entire, you know, government of Canada if he wanted to. He has enough power that any human being in America that he wants to destroy, he could fucking destroy in an instant. Okay? He can bully all of the Republicans in Congress to do what he wants, or he could easily fucking primary all of them and take away probably half those seats. Now, why would we want to make any human being that powerful? I mean, I know what Scott Jennings is really doing. Okay? Scott Jennings is like figuring, oh, dude, the trillionaire's on his side. And so he's like, yeah, it's nice to have a trillionaire on his side that, like, if Scott Jennings, you know, polishes Elon's knob, Scott Jennings decides he wants to run for Senate, he knows Elon's going to get him in there, right? Scott Jennings is like, oh, yeah, we have now the biggest financial bully on the planet that, like, ooh, if I polish the knob clean enough, oh, come here, Elon. Oh, yeah, help me be senator of Kentucky. Right? I'll give you a little hawk tour. Dude. Oh, shit, bro. All right, let's look at what a billionaire looks like, guys. Dude, isn't that crazy? Elon is the 23rd richest country in the world. Like, yeah, that's just it, guys. I feel like what Jib says there is accurate. Like, democracy is gone when one person in the democracy can influence the entire government without even, you know, and it's like throwing a quarter into a fucking fountain. Right? I mean, do we have a democracy or do we have a government under threat of Elon at this point? Right? I mean, if you look at Elon and Bezos and Musk, Elon and Bezos and Sergey Brin and Mark Zuckerberg and Larry Ellison and a handful of others, we literally have a government at the mercy of like 10 people when none of the rest of the 330 million of us even fucking matter. Our voices are like they can mute all 330 of our million of our voices. You know? It's fucking disturbing. All right, let's look at the visual representation of a billionaire. Okay, what does $1 billion look like? You ready? So here's 1,000 pixels. Look at this, guys. All right. We're looking at a billionaire. You ready? This is 1,000 pixels right here. This square. So this is 1 million pixels. This big black dot. Now, you ready? Let's see 1 billion pixels. Holy shit, bro. That's 9 million, 10 million, 11, 15. Look at that, dude. 22. Like, look at this. I'm page downing. Look at this, dude. Oh my God, bro. That is fucking crazy. And all the way down there is 1 billion, dude. Isn't that nuts? Look at that. Dude, first off, it looks like an Epstein file, doesn't it? Dude, that's like Trump's name in the Epstein file. Dude, that's wild. Now, you ready, guys? You know what a trillionaire is? A trillionaire would be 1,000 of these, guys. 1,000 of the full thing is a trillion. 1,000 of these massive, the thing that would take us fucking 20 minutes to page down to. 1,000 of those is Elon. Like, that's crazy shit, bro. You ready? Hold on. I want to show you this billion in rice. Let's do the rice representations. Okay, you ready? Because look at this, guys. This is a good one too. Okay? All right. I think the rice ones are good. Okay? You ready? This is crazy, dude. All right. So look at this, guys. There's $100. All right. There's $10,000. Right? There's $100,000. Pretty good stack. Okay. There's $1 million. That's a crazy stack. There's $100 million. Is like a fucking pallet. And then what's $1 billion? $1 billion is that. Okay? Dude. And that's all $100 bills. Now what's crazy is a trillion is 1,000 of these. So a trillion is fucking 10,000 pallets of, right? 10,000 pallets with each pallet being $100 million, dude. Oh my God. Dude, let's go. Regardless of what I have, I donate regularly. I don't think anyone would understand. Elf, let's go, baby. Dude, we love you, boss. Dude, you donate, like, you're talking about, like, charitable donations and shit in and around the area you live? Isn't that crazy, guys, to think about? There's a trillion, guys. Look at that shit. There's our billion, 10 pallets. And look at that, dude. There's Elon's wealth. That is fucked up, boss. That is fucked up shit, dude. And meanwhile, there are people, okay? There are people that, you know, and again, guys, here's what I want to focus on, okay? Because they've been saying all day, they've been saying, Elon, they've been saying Elon made a bunch of people, 4,000 people millionaires. But you see all this wealth, guys? Look at this. Okay, so Elon made 4,000 people. 4,000 people got this. Okay? 4,000 people got this. Okay? Which is right? And Elon gets this. Dude, that's insane. Like, doesn't that, right? I mean, when you think about it, there are 22,000 SpaceX employees. Why is this going to one guy, the guy who's on ketamine and wanted to go to Epstein Island? Why does he get this, right? And then 4,000 of the employees get a stack like this, and the other 18,000 get, like, you know, $30 an hour. Like, yo, dude, what the hell? Right? What the hell? And I mean, now, there's nothing wrong with getting $1 million, guys. Okay? Like, getting $1 million is great. But let's be real. $1 million is, you can't live on that a lifetime. Guy lives in Texas. If he buys a house, half of his $1 million is gone. Okay? If he buys a house, half of that money's gone. All right? And then he could live on $100,000 a year for 5 years. So he can buy a house and he can live for 5 years. Okay? Which is that nice? Sure, but like, look at this shit, dude. Look at that. Look at that fucking, like, entire cement thing worth. You know? That is insane, dude. Dude. And what's more, though, guys, he doesn't have to pay taxes on any of this wealth. Okay? He can take loans out on it. Right? He's going to leverage that. He's going to take loans out. He's going to be able to fucking buy whatever he wants. He could probably buy Canada if he wanted to. I'm serious, dude. He could probably buy Canada. Now, you ready for this, though, guys? You ready for the real mind blower? Our U.S. debt is 40 of these, guys. Our debt is 40 of those. How fucked up is that? Right? How fucked up is that? That, like, our debt is 40 of these fucking things? We've Canada. Dude, no, I feel you, Canada. I feel you. That is messed up, boss. That, like, that's how in debt America is. You know? And I mean, to be fair, though, all of these guys have looted, right? I mean, none of these billionaires have been paying taxes. All of these billionaire companies and shit have been existing, like, you know, nearly tax-free, and they've been getting tax credits for this, that, and the other, or the taxpayers have funded their shit. So they basically have loaded the U.S. with a bunch of debt while, you know, a couple thousand people have more personal wealth, private wealth, than you could ever accrue in a lifetime, you know? So, yeah. Dude, can't buy Canada. Dude, that Canada comment's really causing. Dude, Elf, let's go, dude. Elf said, I donated over $500K to children's hospitals, charities in Chicago and Baltimore. Dude, Elf, that's insane, bro. Dude, that's so huge, dude. Dude, I love it. I love children's hospitals too, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't know. I was sick a lot as a kid. And so I like that. I feel like that's a really good place to donate, you know? It's really sad when kids are fucking, you know, afflicted with like super serious illnesses and shit. You know what I mean? Like 7-year-olds shouldn't have to deal with fucking leukemia. You know, that shit is just feels like it's way above their pay grade, man. Oh, dude, my mom had a sister who died of she had like a blood clot or something. She had a couple sisters die young, right? One of her sisters was like in her 20s and got leukemia and died. And then my mom had another sister, Margie, who had like a blood clot or something, some sort of like illness that led to a blood clot. And then she died when she was like 9 or something. But she was like, her sister was like a genius, was like multiple years ahead in school. And she got really, really sick. And then she got a blood clot, aneurysm or something, and died like really young. It was tragic. She was like the crown jewel of the family. And my mom's family like never recovered from that. Like her mom like went down an alcoholic spiral after that. That was just unreal, right? It like devastated the whole family. They never got over it. I mean, it's hard. It's hard. So good for you, Elf. Let's fucking go, baby. Yeah, again, I don't have a problem with wealthy people either. I think when you get into the billions, you're no longer, that's like beyond wealthy, okay? You know what I'm saying? Like when you get into the billions, it's like now you're just talking about government power, right? Like people that are worth like $20 million, $50 million. I mean, that's wealthy, but I don't have a problem with that because they're not literally moving markets. They're not moving governments. They're not dictating policy. It's like when you have billionaires, I mean, it's happening right now in Portland, guys. A billionaire bought the Portland Trailblazers. And the first thing he does, he's literally trying to bully the city and the state. Okay? He is. I will link this video. Yeah, he literally has enough money and he's only worth 2.3 billion and he's already bullying the city and the state and saying, hey, I'm going to need X, Y, and Z provided by the taxpayers or I'm going to move the fucking franchise. And now it doesn't look like the NBA is going to allow him to move the franchise because I think the Supersonics are coming back and I think they want to have a West Coast rivalry. But still, the fact that he's doing it, he is trying to use his wealth to bully the city and bully the fucking the state government in order for us to give him shit for free. When it's like, yo, you're worth $2.3 billion. Go get a fucking loan, bro. Right? Go get a loan like the rest of us and pay the loan off, you fucking shitter. Like, you know, like seriously. I'm sorry, man. If I have $1 billion, I'm not going to walk around asking somebody to pay for shit. I'm going to buy everybody's lunch. You know what I mean? Like, give me a fucking break, dude. Oh. You know? It's like, yo, dude. That's some bullshit. But look at this. See? Look at this idiot saying, oh, glad he's not woke. That's what it is, guys. The ultimate example of the American dream. See, I don't really think is that the American dream, guys, to be a fucking, right? Is that the American dream, to be a trillionaire and to control like more wealth than everybody, almost everybody in your entire country? Is that the American dream, to control it all and have everybody around you be starving? Dude, I did not think that was the American dream. I thought the American dream was where all of us got to be successful, right? The American dream was where all of us could own property and go on vacation and own our own business and fucking, right? That like it was available to all of us. Not that like, oh, I can work for $30 an hour while this guy buys the government and then, he gets to control all the laws we live under, right? Look at what Bernie said, dude. Bernie said today, Elon Musk, a trillionaire, pays the same amount into Social Security as somebody making $184,500. Hey guys, you remember how they told us like Social Security is like, right? All the representatives are saying, hey, Social Security is bankrupting the country. But dude, maybe it's because the trillionaire's not paying enough, right? Isn't that crazy? Now, I do want to talk about this, guys. Freedom 250. There's a big UFC event coming up. It's going to be filled with all of these oligarchs and Epstein class people. God could really do us all a solid. Right? Yo, God, what are you doing, boss? What are you doing on Sunday? Because there's a big event happening in Washington, D.C. You want to do us a solid? We're having a little problem with oligarchs and the Epstein class, and I don't know. There's going to be a lot of lights and electrical gadgets and shit. Are you busy? You free on Sunday? Because if you are, I mean, I don't know, man. You want to heal the world or what? All right, get back to me. All right, bye-bye. Just throwing it out there. Dude, I saw somebody put a meteor. Somebody put a fucking, like a comet, like emoji in the chat. That was really well timed. Who was it? Oh, it was Pretty Kate Machine. I saw that. There it is. I'm like, that was good. That was well timed. Oh, I did forget the fuck you to God. Sorry. Fuck you, God. Fuck you. Bye-bye. Oh. Yeah, man. Yep. All right. See, and here's the thing, though. You ready? You ready? Is this. So look at this. Elf, I don't know if I'm going to be a billionaire, but I'm going to retire financially okay, but I hate that everyone else hates my class of people. Let's go! I don't know that they hate your class of people, boss. Right? Unless, are you fucking, you worth 100 billion? I think people hate the billionaires. I don't think they hate like multimillionaires. But see, this is what I'm talking about though, guys. Right? Juan Hernandez, a welder who says he just took another contract job at SpaceX for $28 an hour, is now a millionaire with his shares as his shares soar. But see, again, guys, this is how they're trying to sell it to us as like, see, Elon's not a bad guy because Juan Hernandez took a $28 an hour job and now he's a millionaire. Well, like, dude, none of us get to be Juan Hernandez, okay? There's only one guy named Elon Musk who bought the presidency, who was able to fucking change the rules so his fucking company could go public at this insane overvaluation, making a couple thousand people have $1 million worth of shares that maybe are they ever going to cash them out? Right? But you see what they're doing though? This is how they sell it to you. Like, dude, Elon's such a good guy. He's such a good trillionaire. Look at this. Juan Hernandez has a good life because of Elon. But like, yo, dude, that's, you know, I'm happy for Juan Hernandez. But, bro, have you taken a look at West Virginia lately? Right? There you go. There's West Virginia, boss. I'm happy that Elon made Juan Hernandez fucking rich, but look at fucking West Virginia, bro. Holy shit. That's rough, boss. And what's crazy about this is I could show you this same site in Washington and Oregon and Idaho and Utah and California and Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, Oklahoma, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of people that are living like this, man. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? That is fucking crazy, boss. Right? And yeah, dude, is he, you know, I hope he doesn't get deported. Right? So, yeah. But, all right, GG's, baby. And so there we have. There it is. Now it's going to be fucking, right? It already spiked and, like, came back down. GG's, start the goal. All right, I will start the goal, guys. Let's go. I don't know, dude. This shit makes me sad, boss. It does. It does. Like, that extreme wealth just... that extreme wealth like that makes me sad. You know? And again, if you guys are out there, you guys... I don't think there's anything wrong with having 1 million, 5 million, 10 million, 50 million. I don't even think there's anything wrong with people having like 100 million, right? I mean, amass a fortune. It's when you get into the billions and the tens of billions and the hundreds of billions and now a trillion is like, dude, you know what it is, guys, is some of it is, it's just for me, it's not even about the money. It's not even about the money. It's about this idea that one person is so worth so much more than every other person, when in fact, everybody has a shining light. Like, we could go into that picture I showed you of West Virginia and all of the people here, everybody that's in one of these tents has a shining light. Like, every one of these people has some magical gift to offer humanity, whether it ever got a chance to be fully realized or not. And we all bring such tremendous value. And then we become part of this capitalist system that says, oh, Elon Musk, the 22,000 people that work for SpaceX, the people that craft and engineered XAI and that created those rockets and solved all those algorithms, all of them are worth a pebble. And the guy who, like, bought the company or founded the company is worth everything. And now he has enough power to, like, threaten the Congress, buy a president, and the rest of you we're going to say your vote is rigged, right? If you don't vote the way Elon paid, they're going to say it was rigged, right? How dare you? How dare you allow transgender people to have rights? Because the trillionaire has decided his trans daughter is worth nothing. So now we all have to be terrorized by him and the people he puts in government. Dude, Elf, let's go get your son another jersey. Let's go. Dude, Elf, dude, you're crazy, boss. I love you, dude. Let's fucking go, boss. Let's go. Yeah, dude, Elf kicking us off. 29, dude. We're 29 away, guys. I guess we're going to have to manual count because for whatever reason, it's not registering right now. Let's go. But you know what I'm saying? Like that, I don't like that value. You know, that value. That is, to me, that's weird. And you know why, guys? Because I think when you walk around valuing the trillionaire and valuing the 100 billionaire, the single grains of rice no longer have any value. Okay? You look at a person now who's working, just making a regular job, and they don't have any value compared to the fucking trillionaire, you know? And so if you worship things that are trillions, then things that are like $5 have no fucking value anymore. And so I think we've created this society where most people don't have any value because we only worship the fucking, you know, huzzah. And I don't know, man, that makes me a little sad. Dude, let's go. Yes. You hit a 999,999,999. You get a plaque like YouTube, dude. You get a plaque that says $1 billion. This is your 1 billionth dollar. And you get a nice fucking plaque made out of like platinum or whatever. Yes. And then everything else goes into a general fund and gets redistributed, you know, to the poor, I guess. I think that would be pretty cool, right? Oh, shit, boss. Right? Dude, we get a billionaire plaque. They have your little name on there. Could say Elon Musk, billionaire. And then, right? Count on every single person. Let's go, Elf! Let's go, baby. Dude, Elf is quarterbacking tonight, dude. We love to see it. Dude, we love to see it, Elf. Let's go, baby. Let's go. Little Paula for the crew. Sakatara, sakatara. So I know you got a crush there, Elf. So we'll let you have a little bit of Paula. Dude, I should get an emote with like Paula doing that in a bathing suit because we know Elf's got a little crush. Don't we all though? Don't we all have a little crush on Paula? Sakatara, sakatara. Dude, it's hard not to have a crush on the prosperity gospel people. You know? You know what I mean? Anybody who's a preacher that bilks money off people and is worth like $100 million and wears stiletto heels while we're reading the scripture. I mean, come on, dude. Dude, what's not to love, boss? I love my... Dude, you're trying to hold your beer? I'm sorry, boss. You're going to be spilling that shit. Shelley said, when broken, untreated / still suffering people have too much wealth, it's dangerous for the rest of us. No, that's true. That's true, Shelley. You know what I'm saying? That like damaged people having a lot of wealth is a danger. You got $2 for more Paula? Let's go. Dude, let's go, DL. All right, one more Paula, baby. Hey! Sakatara, sakatara. Dude, Saktara. It seems like you do like her. Dude, I do like her, Dean. Oh, I got a huge Paula crush. Well, no, let me reiterate. I have a crush on Paula like 20 years ago, right? Dude, she used to be pretty like feisty, but now she's just kind of an old, crazy fucking prosperity gospel freaky person with like a lizard face. Dude, you get a U1 capitalism plaque, then can choose to start over or go into capitalism plus, where you keep your stuff but pay more taxes. Yes, Lady B, I love it. Dude, let's go, nerdy black woman. Every society needs serious wealth redistribution. Wealth begets more wealth and too much influence. Countries do well when their people's basic needs are taken care of. Yes. Yeah, I mean, see, that's just it, guys. You ready? So check this out, guys. Okay, this is what's crazy. Dude, Pinky says, striking, 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 strike. Let's go. Thank you, Pinky. Dude, off to bed, but let's have a dance party. Sumi, we're going to be dancing, thinking of you. All right, Elf says, I'm not sorry for calling you an asshat on Twitter. Yeah, but you did say just kidding, boss. I think, but that's okay, dude. Thank you, boss. You're allowed to call me an asshat on Twitter, though. You're allowed to call me names on Twitter. People call me fucking pieces of shit all the time. I don't like take that personally because I call everybody a dumb fuck. You know what I mean? If my mom was on Twitter arguing with me, I would be like, yo, dumb fuck. What are you doing? I'm serious. That's how it goes on Twitter, boss. Okay? That's how that shit goes. Dude, what is going on with... Oh, dude, that's so weird. I'm looking on my fucking screen here. On my, like, what is going on, dude? How is that? That is so weird, dude. Like, I am on my, like, the chat is not showing up right on my fucking screen here. Hold on, I want to do something. There's no way, dude. Like, I'm looking, like, Nerdy Black Woman's, I'm looking, this is still on the screen on my hold on. Whoa, dude, that was so weird, guys, because I'm looking at my OBS that shows me the screen and it was showing like an old version of the chat, right? It was showing like an old version of the chat even after I refreshed it, even though I was scrolling around, but my mouse was moving over the one I'm seeing on my screen. But the one on the screen was like from like 5 minutes ago. Like some shit is going on technology wise. Like, bro, that was so weird, dude. This crazy optical illusion. What were you seeing on? And no, I'm going to live chat now. But it wasn't even about the top chat. Like the chat image was frozen, right? On Nerdy Black Woman's donation. But when I moved my mouse over it, it was moving over it, but chat was rolling, but on the screens it wasn't. Was it? Dude, that's crazy, dude. All right. So let's go back here. Pinky Parker, let's go. There it is. Let's go. Dude, Elf says, my mother would probably hit me for saying asshat humor. Would she really? Was your mom fucking, was she tight about that shit? Dude, my mom was pretty chill. Dude, Musk is like going to work on my computer. I had an issue last night, guys. Because you know how I keep water? So there was like no water in my thing, and I was going to get some, and I had it sitting here next to me, and I knocked it over. And so a tiny bit of water spilled on top of my computer, and then my monitors went out. And I was like, what the fuck? And then the computer fan started going like really loud. And I was like, dude, what the fuck is going on? And then I was in the middle of editing. And then I looked online, and online it said, well, the water could be creating a circuit inside, and you want to turn the computer off for 24 to 72 hours and let it dry, or you could get a short circuit in there. But I'm like, dude, I have to edit. I can't leave it for 22 or 48 hours. So I kept turning it off and on and off and on until it just started working again. And I'm just like, please don't blow up on me. Please don't short circuit my graphic card. Dude. And then I took the side off, and like finally about 35 minutes later, it started working again. And it's still working. So I'm like, all right, dude. No, it said not to use a blow dryer because that'll melt shit. So I just was like, all right, I'm just waving my hand and fucking saying a prayer. I figured, all right, every time I turn it on, it's probably getting hot in there. Maybe it's going to dry it up. I'm like plugging and unplugging shit on the back and moving the computer around, but it worked. I got it working. Oh, dude, yeah, no, it was nerve wracking because I'm like, dude, it's like 4 a.m. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? Why is this shit happening? Why is this shit happening? Why am I cursed? Oh, cursed one. What are you doing to me? Shh, no tall buildings, no breaks, rice maybe. Let's go, Shelly. Let's go, guys. 19 away, baby. And then there were 19. Cenk Uygur. It's pretty much Cenk's fault, right? Let's get this done. Tommy, you need to upgrade. Let's go. Dude, let's go, baby. All right. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty disappointed with the fucking trillionaire shit. And, you know, I think for me it's hard, okay? Because Elon's not a good person, okay? Right? Elon's not a good person, right? Yeah, no, I saw that tweet that you said Anna defended Sam Cedar, right? But fuck Anna Kasparian, all right? But yeah, dude. So I just think fucking, you know, Elon's not a good person. And it does bother me too, okay? It does bother me that fucking look at Nancy Mace, dude. What an idiot. Dude, let's go. All right. Dude, it's Elon's fault. I love Tesla. Dude, Tesla is my favorite electric car. Dude, look at that. Look at Nancy Mace, dude. She's fucking posting her, like, what is a woman? Dude, after she's out of government, monitors Trumpy's name removal. Let's go, revolution. Dude, pretty Kate. Let's go, sharing the birthday cake. So let's look at that because I did see the Midas, right? They had the Trump Kennedy. I saw the live video of the Kennedy Center, but he wasn't. Oh, they did. Did they take his name off? Did they actually take it off? Did they finally take it off? I saw the scaffolding. It's still up there, though, isn't it? It's 1:43 a.m., but it's still there, right? Right? So, dude, like, did he really do that? Hold on. Dude, I want to see the images here. Did he really? Oh my God, dude. What a fucking weirdo, bro. He actually did. Oops. Look at what he did. He actually just put it over the top. The Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts, dude. Dude, what a loser, bro. You know what I mean? Like the Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy. Like he just added his name up there on top. He's like with a Sharpie. What a fucking dink, bro. Are they covering it right now? Let's go see. Yeah, it's still on there. Yeah, it's still on there, boss. Elf says, I have 12 terabytes of storage and 36 of RAM because of the fact that I render music videos. Let's go! Dude, that's a lot of RAM, boss. That's actually good, though, for fucking rendering. I think I have 16 RAM and like a 2 terabyte hard drive. I just delete shit. Dude. 36? Oh, yeah, I'd probably be 32, actually, right? It would probably be 32 of RAM, right? Because it's always in fucking 16s. What a dink. He is such a, like Donald Trump is such a small man. You know what I mean? He is such a small man. So is that the play, though? What they're doing is until they go through the legal process, they're just going to cover it up. Did you see, though, guys? Did you see? Like, look at this. I don't know if you saw this post, but look at this post from earlier today, guys. This is pretty crazy here. Okay? We're going to look at a couple things, but look at this. All right? So the board of the Kennedy Center amended its bylaws. Okay? Pinky, let's go. Annie up, punk, let's go. So you know that Donald J. Trump, he adds his name on the building, which he's not supposed to do. And then he cleaned out the board and he filled the board with all of his lackeys. But look at this. The board of the Kennedy Center amended its bylaws saying if you take down the name, they have to return all the donations. Okay? It says without the name Trump on the building, our fundraising will not only come to a halt, but any and all monies raised on committed would be obligated to be returned, refunded, or terminated. The bylaws of the Trump Kennedy Center unequivocally state the corporation may make donations to the center in support of its educational, artistic, culture, and performing arts functions, provided, however, that in so doing, the board of directors shall condition such donations to the center upon the name of the center remaining unchanged as the Donald J. Trump and John F. Kennedy Memorial Center for the Performing Arts. So they changed their bylaws to say, hey, if you change the name, all the fundraising's got to get returned. All right. In the event the center should at any time remove the name of President Donald J. Trump from its filings, marketing, branding, facade, or any other affiliated location, the corporation shall recover from the center the total of all gifts, donations, and contributions made to the center by or on behalf of the corporation. Right? Isn't that wild? So dude, what the fuck, bro? Dude, isn't that crazy? You know? And I guess what's wild, okay? What's wild about this is, right? Dude, what's wild about this is like, this is what the Trump government is focusing their attention on. Okay? So the Trump government is all about hijacking the board of the Kennedy Center, adding some letters on the building and all the branding and shit, and then functionally trying to create bylaws that will forever force people to be stuck with Trump's name on shit. And meanwhile, there's like a war going on and we're going into debt, and milk is $5 a gallon here in Portland. Right? And like, yo, can we table your name on the Kennedy Center and focus more on the fact that, like, you know, I can barely afford to feed my family? You know what I mean? One of these is important. You got 100 million American families that are trying to eat. That's important. And then you have one guy that's trying to force his name onto everything. That is not important. Okay? If we're looking at the scale of what is important and what is not important, Trump's name being on a building is definitely not important. Oh shit, dude. Right? And yes, his name being on a memorial, can we engender the conditions that would make that legal? Right? Can we get that pine box rolling? Oh shit. All right, guys. 6 minutes, baby. Let's get it. We're going to get 13 and 6. And then we're going to secure the dance party. And then we're going to move on with more politics. Bro, I am still fucking enraged. We have to look at the Trump Butler scandal, though. Okay, the Trump Butler scandal is looking pretty weird, guys. Holy shnikes. All right, let's hit it. 13 and 6, baby. Dance party incoming. Oh. Yeah, no, Vincent, we have nothing, right? You lose your job here, lose your house. There's no safety net in America. None. What is up with Butler? We're going to talk about Butler because there's some Tucker Carlson made some pretty crazy claims, including Dan Bongino, about Butler, Pennsylvania, and saying that Dan Bongino said Trump ended the investigation into the shooting, the attempted assassination at Butler. So that's not looking good for Trumpy if he's ending investigations into his own assassination. Dude, nerdy black woman, where's that pine box, Mother Nature? Let's go. Can I get a pine box? Please. All the motherfucker wants is a pine box. Dude, Mariners won today. Won big over the Nationals. Let's go. Big game, dude. Big game, dude. The Mariners were on fire today, boss. All right. Dude, yeah, no, Trump does not care. All right, guys. 12. Dirty dozen, baby. Dirty dozen. 12 in 4. Let's go. No, we only need 12. 12 remain. Who is the Mariners' main rivals? I mean, well, the people in their division are the Houston Astros, the Texas Rangers, the A's, and then I can't remember who the other team is that's in last place. But it's the right now they're the A's and the Texas Rangers are the ones competing for first place. Right? I'm looking to see who the other fucking team is. Oh, the Angels. The Angels, yeah. They're way out though. But yeah, it's the Angels, the Astros, the Rangers, the A's. And dude, the A's, I'm kind of pissed at the A's. I'll tell you my A's story though in a minute, all right? Dude, you ready? 12, guys. We need 12 and 3. This is it. Dance party. Let's go. Giddy up. Giddy up. Elf's been doing all the work. Let's help him out. Help an elfinator out. Let's go. Help that asshat out. See what I did there? Dude, let's go. I'm going to tell you a story about the A's, though. I have a story that is fucking... Who won 91? I don't know. I don't know. I started becoming a baseball fan last year, guys. I'm like, I don't know shit about baseball. I started following the Mariners last year. My son got me into them. And I got into them because of like some young players they like brought up from the minor leagues and watching them like almost get to the World Series, right? But I have a story about the A's that's very personal to me, that a reason why I'm resentful toward them. And then the Mariners kicked the shit out of them the last time they played. But guys, 2 minutes. Let's go. This is it. 12-2 now. All right. This is it. Last chance to dance, baby. Let's go. Let's get it. Your Twins won? All right. So the thing about the A's is the Raiders like belong in Oakland. And I've been a season ticket holder of the Raiders for a while. And I wanted them to remain in Oakland. Dude, Sam R., let's go. The house cards is folding. Trump's Watergate X5. Let's go, baby. Thank you, Sam. All right, guys, 11 more last minute. So the Raiders were trying to stay in Oakland, and they could have done it if the A's had agreed to share this one property. And the A's said no. So the A's fucked the Raiders and made it so the Raiders could not stay in Oakland. And then the Raiders went to Vegas, and then the A's did it to keep Oakland for themselves. And then the A's left and went to Vegas. Dude, let's go, Twins. Shelly, let's go. So they kind of fucked the Raiders, and then they went to the same city afterwards, right? So I was a little annoyed by them. Dude, life will change. Let's go. All right, guys, final 10, baby. We need 10 in 1 minute. No overtime. Let's go. Was that their choice? Was that whose choice? Let's go. But I mean, everybody's moving out of Oakland. I mean, Oakland doesn't want to pay for any more stadiums, which I can't say I blame them. Paying for stadiums doesn't really give you much. All right, 30 seconds, guys. No overtime. Let's go. Justin, 7-2. Let's go. Dude, you're crazy, Justin. 15 seconds. And the final 10 seconds. The first time we've ever had no dance party. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Oh, dude. No dance party. Just kidding. No, I'll reset it, dude. We'll do a goal for 10. We'll get that dance party. I'm not gonna let it die, dude, like that. Are you kidding me? Come on. I'm many things, but I'm not a fucking complete animal. Dude, let's go. USA game was awesome. The real America. Let's go. Dude, yeah, they won, didn't they? Didn't they win? I don't follow the World Cup at all. But, all right, you ready? So, Butler. Dude, Sandy, let's go. Let's dance. We're dancing. Let's fucking go, Sandy. Thank you, boss. So, always a fan, T. So, there we go. The counter's not working, but we're at 7. Let's go. Dude, thank you, Sandy. Shelly said, always a fan. Let's go, Shelly. Dude, Scruffle says, let's go. 7 away, baby. So, what I was going to say about Butler is look at this shit. Dude, 6. I am an animal on the dance floor. Dude, I do love to dance. Let's fucking go. Thank you, Josh. Dude, Morty. Let's go, dude. Let's go, baby. Morty. That's 5. 5 away, dude. See, we're halfway there already. Easy. Easy. The OT's fucking works great. All right. Now, let's go look at this Butler. Because this is crazy accusation. Okay, you ready? So watch this, dude. Let's fucking go. This is Tucker Carlson going with this Mario whatever Nawfall guy. All right? And watch this.
I know that about Butler. I know that Trump shut down the investigation into Butler. That is a fact. Dan Bongino told me that when he worked at the FBI. And Dan Bongino himself was terrified when I spoke to him in December. It's such a long, boring story, but basically I came into possession, I beg your pardon, accidentally came into possession of a lot of the social media posts that we were told didn't exist that were posted by Thomas Crooks in the months and years before the shooting. And I was amazed that the FBI had lied about this. So I called Kash Patel, and I later called Dan Bongino, and I says, what is this? I'm not attacking you. It was the previous FBI administration that did this. It was Chris Wray, but what is this? And Dan Bongino became hysterical with me on the phone. I've known Dan a long time, for many years, and always gotten along with him. Whatever his faults, nice guy, certainly very nice to me. I never had a problem with Dan, ever. And that problem began when I brought this information to his attention, and he became a different person. He was clearly terrified. I didn't get it at first, but he was hysterical.
Dude!
And ultimately, after a long series of text exchanges, which I still have, and phone conversations, he said, look, take it up with Trump. He's the one who shut down the investigation. And that was, I think, the first or second week of December. I think it was the beginning of the second week of December. I have it written down. But that was the moment, and I realized, oh, wow, there's no good explanation for shutting down an investigation into your own attempted murder. Like, this is not what we've been told.
Dude.
It was.
Dude. Okay, hold on. Hold the phone. Let me get fucking Elf's dono here, right? We got Morty's. We got Elf said, please make this happen. Dude, it's happening, Elf. We got you, boss. We're fucking doing it. But, dude, think about this claim. Okay, now Tucker Carlson, let's be realistic. He's a fucking liar. Okay, he lied to the tune of $787 million fine for Fox News and got let go. So is he unreliable? Absolutely. Pretty Kate Machine, ketchup and ear bandage sales hit high in Butler. Yes. But think about what he just said there. He said that he found some social media sites about crooks, called the people he knew in government, called Cash, eventually called Dan Bongino, and then he's claiming Dan Bongino was hysterical, became a different person, started freaking out about this, but Tucker said, I saved the text messages. So he's claiming he has text message receipts of him and Dan Bongino going back and forth about this, where Bongino is saying, take it up with Trump because Trump shut down the investigation into Butler. Okay? Now, I mean, dragging Bongino into the lie, if it is a lie, seems pretty silly. Like, why would he do that? If it's a lie and Bongino has texts that can disprove this, he has set himself up to be easily shut down and disproven. So that is a little strange, guys, that he would bring Bongino into it and center it around him. Okay, now Bongino did freak out and bail from the job, and he made an excuse about his wife, and everyone thought it was Epstein related. Maybe it's more than just Epstein related. Maybe some of this is why Bongino decided to get the fuck out, because he realized, holy shit, he is working for, Richard Nixon times 50, right? I don't know. Dude, DB Golding, here you go. Let's go. Let's go, baby. Dude, Elf, maybe everyone doesn't want to dance. Dude, everyone wants to dance, guys. 3 away. Let's just hit it right now, dude. I'll give you a taste. Come on, people. Let's go. Woo! I mean, that's a crazy claim, though, guys. Okay? That is one of the craziest claims. Now, I would be lying if I didn't say that most people think Trump fucking made up that assassination, right? Most people think, we don't know how it was set up or whatever, but most people think, dude, that shit was fake as shit. No medical records, never got to see the wound, the fucking ear cotex, the fact that they let him stand up and he does the fight shit. They had the flag up there with the photo op. I mean, everything about that shit just felt phony as fuck, dude. Okay? Same with the White House correspondent shit. Felt phony as shit. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Dude, do it to it. Let's go, Gen X-Ray. Let's go. 2 more, guys. Let's bring it home, dude. Daddy wants a new pair of dance shoes. A person died. I know Corey Comparator died. But dude, when you went to the Republican thing, guys, they didn't even spell his name right on the fireman's jacket at the Republican convention. And when you say a person was killed, you think if they were setting something up, they wouldn't have a problem killing a person in the crowd? I mean, how many people do you think they killed in Iran in the last 6 weeks? You think they have an issue killing people? How many people has ICE killed? Dude, ICE has killed more people than died at the Trump shooting. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying, like, if they were going to stage something, they wouldn't give a fuck if a couple of people got clipped in the process. You know what I mean? They do not. And again, I'm not saying that it means it was faked, okay? But I will say that, boy, they sure stopped talking about it real fast. And let me ask you this, guys. Have you looked at Trump when he's just walking around? Does he behave like a guy who's actually been shot at a couple times and had his life threatened? No. He's like, whatever, walking around in the UFC. This guy's walking around like he's got not a care in the world. I don't know, dude. People who get shot at a whole bunch of times usually get paranoid and they get real fucking careful about where they go. And this guy keeps, supposedly he's been attempted assassination like 4 times. And this guy is like walking around like whatever, not a care in the world. He's having a big UFC party out in front of the White House. I don't know, man. I don't know what to think about this, guys. Right? I don't. But yeah, I certainly know that Trump doesn't care if people get killed. Okay? Trump does not. I mean, he said himself he could shoot somebody on Central Park, out in Central Park, and he wouldn't even go to jail, right? I mean, dude, think of how many people he's had like clipped when he was running a casino. I don't think that guy has a problem. I mean, there's a pretty good chance he pushed Ivana down the stairs. I like to dance with Tommy, but if I don't get to dance with my girlfriend, let's go. Dude, Elf, you got to be serious. Do I dance better than your girlfriend or what? Who's better, me or your girlfriend? And as far as dancing goes, I'm sure she's better looking. All right, guys, uno mas. Let's get it. Let's get it. Right? I mean, yeah, dude, Trump can be outside for the UFC event, so why does he need a ballroom? Why does he need a ballroom, guys? Right? I mean, are we sure we can have a UFC event if there's no ballroom? I mean, I think that's fucking... Right? Dude. Dude, I'm feeling a tweet. Wait. Dude, are you sure? I'm not sure he can attend a UFC event without a ballroom, guys. I feel a tweet coming on. All right. Dude, let's go. Morty, bringing it home. There it is. Dance party secured, baby. So, did you see, though, there's algae, guys. Look at this. Algae has resurfaced. Okay? The algae has resurfaced, guys. The Interior Department said the algae is residual after supply lines sat dormant for weeks. Okay, so they fixed the pool. The newly renovated Lincoln Memorial reflecting pool seems unable to escape an old scourge algae blooming in the shallow water. Thin layers of algae floated on the memorial side of the pool Friday, the World War II memorial side of the pool Friday morning, even after workers were seen cleaning out algae from the bottom of the pool on Wednesday. The reflecting pool construction project started in April. Work was completed last week, but it looks like the algae is back. Elf says, my girlfriend is definitely better looking, but you're a better dancer. Let's go. Let's go. I knew she was better looking. But so the algae is back, guys. Now, I offered an idea here, okay? I offered an idea here because I don't think it's algae. I don't think it's algae. I think they have been cleaning Trump's diaper in the reflecting pool. And so it's not actually algae that has returned. This is just Trump's diaper shit. Right? It is Trump's diapers. Seriously, they have been out there. Melania's been out there scrubbing the Trump diaper. So that's why there's this problem with the pool. Dude, it's not algae. It's diaper shit. Dude, it's so gross, dude. It is so gross. It is. An Interior Department spokesperson said the current algae is residual from supply lines that sat dormant for 8 weeks during construction. The residue is part of the normal startup process, they said. Okay. As part of the project, NPS also invested in a new nanobubbler filtration system, while a dedicated crew will maintain the grounds from wildlife. All right. So there we go. 1.7 million was given to Green Water Solutions for the ozone nanobubbling system, while 14.2 million was awarded to Atlantic Industrial Coatings to line the pool in the color American flag blue. Okay, the renovations ended up costing far more than the original price tag of 1.5 million when he announced the price. So there's Trump. Trump said, I'm going to fix this for 1.5 million. And he spent 10 times that. He spent 10.1 times the original amount. You got Trump diapers in your mind now? Dude. Right? Trumpy. The pool was last renovated in 2012 when an ozone water filtration system was installed as part of a 2-year, $34 million restoration project. Ozone works by neutralizing nutrients required by algae to grow. 2 months following the 2012 renovation, they drained the pool again and doubled the ozone level to eradicate large clumps of algae forming in the pool. Green Water Solutions has not commented. All right. And he said, Eddie Wood, owner of Atlantic Industrial Coatings, said his company did a great job. So the pool has turned out perfectly, but the algae is back. All right. Or the Trump's diaper shit is back. I think it's the diapers, guys. That's what I think. I think it's the diapers. Right? Let's go. Elf says, I don't know how to teach a cardiologist how to dance. It's my fault. Let's go. Dude, I don't know. Like, how do you learn how to dance? I know you can learn steps and shit, but as far as me, I learned how to dance by just moving to music. But I don't know if I dance good. I just move, right? I think dancing though is if you enjoy it, right? I don't think what you do is so important as long as you have joy in doing it. Like, I think anybody who can dance and experience the joy of dancing is doing it right, regardless of whether other people think, right? You know what I mean? Yeah, you just got to move to the music. Because some people have really good rhythm and some people don't have that great a rhythm. And so rhythmically, some people might be better. But the actual quality of the dance, I guess, is in the eye of the beholder. I think it's different when you get into professional dancers where they're executing these like precision moves to the beat and giving you an emotional interpretation and stuff. But Majority of musicians can't dance. I think, you ready for this? I think normally it's the drummers and the singers that can dance. Okay? And you know why? I have a theory behind this because I have been in bands for years. But I think dancing is just a confidence thing. Really, right? People that are good dancers are not necessarily doing anything spectacular. They're just out there moving confidently to music like they mean it, right? And when you see somebody moving to music like they mean it and really like living it up, it's like, whoa, that's impressive. You know, the same way it's impressive to see somebody like fucking shoot a 3-pointer from 35 feet away. It's like, whoa, that's like, wow, right? That's really all it is. So I think singers are usually pretty good at dancing, and drummers too, because they're normally the most confident players in the band, right? You know, they are. The singers and the drummers are usually the most confident people, maybe even overconfident. Right? That's what I think. But, you know, don't take me as the final word, right? I'm just one dude with an opinion who delivers it like it's the only opinion on the planet. But like, that's a whole nother story. But yeah, so the algae's back, right? The Trump diaper shit. Dude, if you look at this, I'm telling you right now, dude, look at that shit. That's diaper shit, guys. Okay? That is diaper shit. I don't think that's algae. Look at that. You can practically see what he had for lunch, boss. I see like residue from a Big Mac and French fries that he had the other day. Oh shit. Who changes the diaper? Dude, who do you think changes the diaper? I'm guessing, if I had to guess who changes the diaper, I bet it's this guy. I bet it's Chung, right? Right? Don't you think? Don't you think he's... They stick him with the job of changing the diaper, dude. Guarantee it. Look at him. Dude, it's Chung, right? Chung. Maybe Rubio's the backup, but I bet it's him, dude. Oh, fuck, bro. Dude. Dude, it could be cash. Definitely could be cash, right? Dr. Oz, right? Dude, what a creeper, bro. Jesus. Dude, what the fuck? Dude. Dude, I'm telling you, man. Like, wow. Bro, that is, this guy, I want to meet his tailor, dude. Oh my God. That is something else. Dude, I do remember Weebles. Oh, dude, his head looks like a Weeble, sort of, right? Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Dude, I had a lot of Weebles. I was a big Weeble guy. Oh, they have it almost covered, guys. Look at this. We're watching the final. This is live right here. They're pulling the final cover on the name. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Donald J. Trump. Pull that tarp, baby. Dude, yeah, I don't know why they're waiting. You know what's preventing them from just taking a crowbar to it and just yanking those letters off? You know what I mean? I mean, I guess they have to obey a court order. There is an issue with the court order, and they're like, you know, this is the big thing the U.S. Justice Department is working on now, right? Trump is appealing the ruling. The entire DOJ is working steadfastly to try and keep those letters on a building. Meanwhile, they don't give a shit about your civil rights. They've canceled all, like, civil rights cases. They're basically only defending the building letters and the hiding the Epstein files. That's it. Everything else, the DOJ is doing nothing. Dude, this guy's like pulling something up. He's using a fulcrum. Oh, he's lifting something up. Is that another tarp? I think it is. Look at this. See it? He's pulling it up, like using the scaffolding as a fulcrum. And he's pulling up another layer of tarp here that they're about to hang. We're watching the final piece, guys. This is history right here. Dude. Our country. Guys, we are so lame, dude. We are so lame, bro. That, like, this is what America is doing right now. This and bombing grade schools in Iran. Brutal. Brutal. I want to watch the final piece here, though. Yeah, the birds, even the birds are like, they're like, fuck Trump. That's what they're saying. I speak bird, and the birds are screaming. They're like, fuck Trump, fuck Melania. Trump is Epstein's best friend. Trump is all over the Epstein files. Hold on. They're also saying that Barron is not Trump's kid. They're saying that nobody likes Laura. They're saying Ivanka's had like 20 reconstructive facial surgeries. What else? They're saying that Trump did, in fact, screw underage people. That Trump did have something to do with Charlie Kirk. What else are the birds saying? They're saying that Erica Kirk is full of shit. She worked for Epstein, too. The cocaine actually belonged to Donald Trump Jr. And they really, really hate Trump. They said it is not algae in the reflecting pool. It is Trump's diaper shit. And that Nancy Mace has fakies. All right, dude, the birds are spilling tonight. They are very talkative. Dude, I'm so glad I speak bird, guys. I studied for many years to be able to speak bird. Let's go. Dude, this presidency, yeah, no. I want to watch the piece. Come on, guys. Hang that fucking tarp, bro. Dude, what are you waiting on? Dude, just spread that shit out. How hard is it? Come on, it's the last piece, dude. We're watching history right here. I missed a dono, I think. Dude, let's go. We got DJ T-Less Kennedy Center Dance Party. Let's go, Dio! Let's go, dude. This one's for the Kennedy Center. Fuck you, Trumpy. You fucking piece of shit. All right, good. There it is. Dude, we watched it live, boss. So Anna, here's what I know, and we'll confirm this, but I think what is going on is this, is that they sued and they won, the name's got to come off, and then Trump is appealing, and so they're as of now, the name has been ordered off, but they're waiting on the appeal. So now they have set up the scaffolding and they're covering this up just pending the result of this appeal. But in the meantime, I think I'm not sure why they're covering it, right? Why they're not waiting to like take it off until the appeal is going on. You know what I'm saying? We're going to look into it right now. They have to take it down, yes, right? They do have to take it down. So there it is. We're going to watch the final cover, and then we'll look at. Yeah, but so the appeal did get denied, but I would assume this is going to be something that, if it's possible for Trump to get it in front of his Supreme Court, he will take this to the Supreme Court, right? Don't you think? Like, if he can get it to right? Even though, doesn't that seem stupid to have this go to the Supreme Court? I believe aliens are real, but if anyone tells me anything about how Biden won, I'm going to kick their ass. Let's go! Oh, is that what it is? So they're putting the tarps on it while they take it down? There it is, though. Dude, we can see that guy's ugly motherfucking name. All right, so let's... I love it. Dude, we watched it. This is like history, bro. Dude, can we watch like some tarps go over Donald Trump now? So let's get the story of it. All right, let's get the story here of the Kennedy Center. All right, let's see what we got. So what we got is here they were adding the curtain. So they're obstructing it. So the name is coming off. Okay? The name is coming off. Here, let's watch this. You ready? So I guess it is that it is. Let's get the full story. Dude, let's go. Down is up. Trump's parents were really Oompa Loompas. I believe it. Dude, Shelly says bringing down the house. Lightning and bugs do us right. Let's go, Shelly. Thank you, boss. Dude, bringing down the house. Let's go. Tingle bitties. So here's what we got. You ready? Let's look at the official story. All right, so a federal judge had ordered the center to remove the name by Friday, and workers were on the scaffolding. The Kennedy Center asked for a 12-hour extension. Okay? So on Friday night, workers constructed the scaffolding. Just after midnight on Saturday, a few hundred people were gathered around the Kennedy Center, looking up as crews of workers built a metal structure in front of the name. A federal judge had set a Friday deadline for the center to remove his name. Shortly before midnight, they filed a motion asking for a 12-hour extension. Okay? And they declared that it was due to thunderstorms. right? The letters remained on the building. People are screaming, take it down. Lawyers for Trump and the center spent the day seeking legal intervention to keep the president's name as they pursue an appeal of the judge's ruling. Okay. And after both the district court and a federal appeals court denied their request for a stay on the ruling, the crew began its work in earnest. The judge had ordered by Friday that it must be certifying compliance and get rid of the name. Dude, look at the crowd, bro. That's crazy that several hundred people will show up just to get rid of the name. So, I mean, my thing, guys, I presume that they were doing what they could to keep his name on there, like through this big, you know, whatever, his birthday spectacular where he's hijacking the 250th anniversary, which is going to be a shit show. But I do love the fact that presumably by Sunday, his name's going to be gone. Dude. The center's Trump-aligned board voted to add the name 6 months ago, right? Creating an uproar and a crisis. The 18 new letters increased. Yeah, they made it like, dude, it's so dumb. The Donald J. Trump and the John F. Kennedy Center for the Arts. Idiots. So, says Thursday, the security guards erected black bike racks to close off the main drive. All right. On Friday. So I guess people were hanging out. So the basis of the suit was that the board cannot rename the Kennedy Center. That would need to be a congressional an act of Congress. Okay, that's what it was, right? Is he replaced the board with a bunch of Trump cronies, right? He replaced the board with all of his people. And then the board illegally voted to change the name of the place. And they went a step further and the board changed their bylaws to say, if you change the name, you got to give the fundraising we've done back. So they're like operating wildly illegal. Okay. But only Congress can change the name of this thing. All right. That was enacted in 1964. The same year that the Civil Rights Act came out, which they're currently trying to overturn as well. All right. And the judge gave the center until Friday to restore the original name. In declining to suspend his own deadline on Friday, Judge Cooper noted the Kennedy Center had taken steps to comply. Okay. And the employees were told to immediately change forms, social media accounts, and email signatures. His name was soon scrubbed from the top of the center's official website. So let's go to the Kennedy Center website. So yeah, dude, they took his name off, right? His name's off of it. Dude, they did take his name off, right? Up there. He's gone, dude. Dude, what a buffoon. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously, what a buffoon, guys. This guy is just such a buffoon. I can't think of any other word for it but buffoonery. It is just absolute buffoonery. So the Kennedy Center asked the appeals court to grant a stay, and it argued that removing the president's name now would be incredibly confusing for the public. Okay? And The motion filed with the appeals court discussed legal technicalities and precedent, but it also contained an opening salvo written in a style that called to mind the president's own cadence. See, that was it, guys, right? When you look at this, people were like, holy shit, Trump wrote this himself. Okay, look at the thing they submitted to the court. This is wild, guys. Look at the thing they submitted to the court here. Because look at this opening. Right? Dude, look at this. You ready? So it says, this appeal raises serious questions about Article 3 standing and about the powers of the center's board. Major physical changes to the center should await this court's resolution of those issues. As an equitable matter, it does not make sense to alter the center's name and signage now, only to potentially revert the name again after what should be a successful appeal. The district court is not allowing us to close in order to properly fix up and repair the building, including potentially life-threatening structural damage like beams and parking garage ceilings that are rusted and in serious danger of falling onto people below. Indeed, total collapse. Moreover, stripping President Trump's name from the center threatens to substantially undermine fundraising and financial viability at the most sensitive point in its history, a time when other such performing arts structures throughout the country are in serious financial difficulty, many of them, like the Kennedy Center, losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year. Indeed, total collapse. Dude, what an idiot. Without the name Trump on the building, our fundraising will not only come to a halt, but any and all monies raised or committed would be obligated to be returned, refunded, or terminated. Right? Oh, shit. Right? The reason for this clause is that the people and companies who have given or will be given millions of the dollars to the center were only willing to do so with the name Trump on the building. Many did it because they loved the concept of two great presidents, one Republican, one Democrat, working together as one. In many ways, a bipartisan relationship! Exclamation point. Oh my God, dude. What a fucking buffoon. What a buffoon, dude. Isn't that crazy? Like, dude. He wrote some of that, guys. I honestly think he wrote some of this. We are like on the dumbest, we're on the dumbest timeline possible, guys. All right? We are on the dumbest timeline possible. But now, guys, we got to talk about something here, guys. Because in the wake of all this, in the wake of the Trump buffoonery, let's think about this. 10 times the budget for the reflecting pool. Now it's filled with Trump's diaper shit. Okay? Everything Trump is touching is turning to shit. Okay? He's failing at everything. There's no reduction on electricity bills. Their prices are not down. Everything is up. He started a war. He can't get us out of the war. He keeps saying, oh, we got a fucking solution, a peace deal. And Iran says, no, we don't. And so Trump is fumbling, he's scrambling. He called the Epstein files a hoax, guys. His own MAGA movement is revolting against him. And they now have the America First movement that's fighting him. He's given up on JD Vance. He's moved to Marco Rubio. There's rumors already, guys, that RFK Jr. is getting the boot. Did you see this? Look at this. Just in, right? Right here. Look at this. Very active rumor mill. Currently, with specifics from government employees, are saying RFK Jr. is leaving as Secretary of HHS after 4th of July, and that Oz is going to be transitioning this. So it looks like another shakeup. Tulsi Gabbard gone. Pam Bondi gone. Right? Kristi Noem gone. RFK Jr. gone. Everybody is moving around. Everybody's getting fired. Everybody's disappearing. He's cleaning house. He's having a paranoid like freak out. I think he is at this point, guys. I think at this point, he's literally like thinks everyone's out to get him and he is like cleaning house. But guys, can I show you the metaphor? Look at what happened today, guys. Look at this. So in Texas, Greg Abbott is having a big fucking thing in Texas. Okay, what is he having? Hold on, let me see here. What was he having, dude? So Abbott was having the Texas GOP convention. Okay? Governor Greg Abbott in Texas, they have their big GOP convention. This is like a big deal for these guys, all right? Abbott is there, he's speaking, and look at what they did. They decided to bring in a big elephant as like GOP, right? So they have this big elephant that they bring to the convention. Dude, they bring this huge elephant to the GOP convention. Hold on. To fucking celebrate, right? Right? Look at what the elephant does, dude. Watch this. Dude, look at it. Unity drives. Dude, this thing just fucking unloads, dude. The people are like, oh no. Unity drives victory, dude. Says Abbott. Dude, I mean, tell me that's not like the greatest metaphor for the entire thing you've ever, dude, that is like the craziest shit you've ever seen, dude, here. Whoa. Oh no! Dude! That just kills me! Dude! Oh my god, bro! Thing is just fucking unloading! Oh, dude, the fact that it says Abbott right there, bro, that is the shot, dude. Oh my god. Dude, the elephant, guys, the elephant gets the assignment, all right? The elephant understands the assignment. Oh, I gotta fucking take a shot of this, though. Bro, that is fucking... That is too good, boss. Oh, isn't that funny? Bro. Dude, the elephant blamed Biden. Oh, that's too good, dude. That just kills me, guys. Right? That just kills me. Oh, fuck. Dude. Just amazing. Now, I would love for Trump to comment on the elephant. Yo, Trumpy, I know this poor elephant just being pulled around, dude, but like the people are standing. Dude, dude. Can you imagine being at the convention and all of a sudden there's just a huge fucking like a huge pile of elephant piss right next to your seat. I mean, at least it's not carpeted, right? So there is the fact that it's not carpeted is pretty good, but like, bro, that's fucking hilarious. I love the reaction, dude. Dude, too good, bro. Oh, that's so good. Dude, I'm telling you right now, I would vote for that elephant, bro. I would. Dude, I would fucking vote for that elephant in a heartbeat, guys. There's Elon. Hey, elephant. What day, night will be your wildest parties? Dude, he's a trillionaire now. Oh, that is too good, boss. Oh. All right, so is there a Dan Bongino clip about Tucker? Let me see here. Let's see what Dan Bongino says. All right, here we go. So this is Dan Bongino. Talking about Tucker Carlson. All right, we got to revisit this, guys. We were talking about Tucker saying he has receipts with Dan Bongino. Now, one thing I do want to note before we even watch this is look at Dan Bongino. Okay, look at him. He's reading off a prompter. Okay, you see this? You look at his eyes, okay? He is reading. Do you see that? That's weird, right? Is he reading, you know what I mean? Maybe he's reading the fucking emails or whatever, but he looks like his whole statement here is coming off a teleprompter, which is interesting to say the least. Okay, that he is like responding. So this is his response. Now, before we watch, I know he's reading the text, but it seems like he's reading. Look at his face, dude. Jesus. He's also reading whatever statement he's making here. All right. And I guess he's got like 12 minutes. I don't know how much we'll watch of this, but I will say this, though. Dan Bongino is not he's not really that reliable either, okay? Because I don't think Dan Bongino is less of a liar than Tucker Carlson is, because we know Tucker was involved in, the Fox News lying about the election. But we know that Dan Bongino has no credibility left after getting into the FBI and dropping the ball with the Epstein files, which he made his entire career about the Epstein files. So this guy is like, a fucked up liar too, but let's see what he says here.
I don't have any, he doesn't realize, like, I have these texts too. I never do this, but if you're going to refer to texts alleging we committed a crime, I'm going to put it out there. But first, let's address his 2 points. He says that the president shut down the Butler investigation. Totally, completely, 100% made up. But we did a full interview with Brooke Singman from Fox, which, to all the people who, by the way, think Tucker's for real, if you think I'm doctoring any of this, please go look this article up yourself. Don't trust me, trust the evidence. Here it was, November 21st, even before Tucker says he spoke to me in December. Exclusive. FBI concludes Trump shooter crooks acted alone after unprecedented global investigation.
Now, again, though, Fox News lied to the tune of $787 million about the election. Okay, now, if Trump shut down the investigation into Thomas Crooks, wouldn't the FBI release some? They wouldn't release a statement saying, hey, guess what, guys? The president just shut down the investigation of his own assassination. No, if he shut it down, the FBI would be like, oh, yeah, we investigated unprecedented global investigation. Dude, what? Dude, what is up with my hair, bro? I need a haircut. Dude, look at my fucking hair, boss. What am I doing here with fucking... I have some Albert Einstein shit going on. Dude, there must be some electromagnetic impulses in my room. But what the fuck is an unprecedented global investigation, pray tell?
Now, he says the investigation was shut down. Yet here it is on the record in November. Again, the Tucker fans will apologize for him until the end of time because they just can't give up the Kool-Aid. Let me read this to you in case you're a Tucker fan who can't read. The case, that's the Crooks case he says was shut down, currently sits in a pending inactive status. Wait, keep this up. Andy, does that say the case is closed? Andy's shaking his head. Jasmine, does that say that? It does not. No. It says the opposite. This is before Tucker claims he talked to me. But the official, this is one of the investigators, called the investigation one of the largest mobilizations of FBI resources in history that continued to this day. But keep this up, guys. Tucker just made a claim that he has text that I told him President Trump shut down the investigation. So we lied to Brooks Singman in November? If we get a credible lead, the FBI official said, well, continue to investigate. I thought it was closed. The director has been very clear, that's Kash Patel, about leaving no stone left unturned, and that is what we are committed to.
Yeah, just like that Epstein investigation that they've been really working overtime on, right? All those arrests they've made in the Epstein thing. Dude, he is such a clown.
See, ladies and gentlemen, that's information, but it's evidence. It's not information pollution. That is actual evidence right there that everything he's telling you is just made up.
Now, again, this is not any evidence. If we saw some internal documents from the FBI, an email from the director talking about this, that would be evidence. This is a screenshot of a fucking online article by Brooks Singman, who is a Fox News mouthpiece. She's essentially the Natalie Winters or Laura Loomer of like the Fox News Trump pipeline. Okay, Brooks Singman is not... I mean, this is proof of nothing, dude. You know what I mean? I mean, this could very well be like Hindustan Times, right? It would have the same amount of credibility, right? Yeah. This is Barry Weiss's from Taken Direct from Barry Weiss's iPhone, right? From the notepad on the shelf next to Barry Weiss's toilet, we have this official Fox News statement.
But you may say, well, Dan, he claims he has texts of you saying otherwise. Well, we'll get to that, too.
Oh, the texts
but it's kind of weird how I would say something, because I have dignity and I don't lie to people, that I would say something in a text that I wouldn't say publicly on the record. Someone would just put the text out, right? Don't worry, I'll get to that.
Oh.
Again, he also said I was terrified, which is so laughable. If you believe that, you know, I got a bridge in Martin County to sell you real cheap, maybe $1.
Oh, yeah. He's like, I was not terrified. I'm a hard guy. Dude, yeah. Dan, you quit. You ran, dude. You couldn't even handle being like the assistant to the assistant regional manager of the FBI, boss. Right? You gave up on the Epstein files. Dude, how does this guy have an audience? Like after promising them the Epstein files for years, he promises them the Epstein files for like years. And then he becomes a top official at the FBI and he comes out with like nothing, bro. Oh, yeah. It was like, oh, they had nothing to see here. Yeah. Oh, suicide. Nothing to see here. Oh, yeah. Unalived. Oh, yeah. Trust me. I've seen it all. Dude, how? Right? How?
So you want to see the text? I'll show you the text. Here's my exchange with him.
Here we
he
go.
brought up the fact that the prior deputy director had said that there was no online footprint, which was a mistake. He said that was the prior leadership. I responded to Tucker, I'm obviously leaving his number out of it, but this is his number. And, if I don't want to get involved with media people, but if one designated person I trust in the media wants to see him to verify, I can do that too. I said, none of this equates to no online footprint for crooks. None of it. I'm not defending anything, but the facts. We briefed the president on the case in the Oval. I was there. He was satisfied that his questions were answered. President Trump has stated this publicly. I will address the public's interest in more information with principles, cash in them, but I'm not the final decision maker. I was the deputy. But none of this is going to change the facts in the case. And he accused me of reflexively defending the FBI, and I responded, and the reflexively defend the FBI argument's absurd. No one's done more to reform the FBI, address corruption, and make drastic personnel changes and change the culture. No one, which is true. Now, you may say, let's see more receipts. I claimed in this text that he's claiming, just to be clear, do you guys see anything in this text, anything at all in the audience, Tucker fans or anyone else? Do you see anything in this text he claims to have that says the president shut down the investigation?
I mean, he did say we briefed the president on the case. He was satisfied his questions were answered. So, I mean, that is basically the president saying that, you don't need to do further investigation. I mean, right? I buy that.
He's just making this up. Now I say the president, who we briefed on the matter, was completely satisfied with it, which he told us. He not only told us, he told the Daily Caller the exact same thing. I thought he shut down the investigation that we told Fox News was not shut down. Quote, Daily Caller. Trump says he's, quote, very satisfied with the official narrative on Butler assassination. June 2026. Look this up yourself. Hey, Justin, who founded the Daily Caller?
Yeah, but again, like, what is he satisfied with, right? That it's just, there's no information
you may say,
on
well,
this.
this is just biased.
The Daily
Dan.
Caller?
This is a pro FBI. Oh my gosh, Tucker Carlson and Neil Patel. There's Chat GPT. Here's another text where he claims the opposite. Again, he has secret info. He claims somehow that the president told him otherwise. Weird, like he never said that to anyone else but Tucker. It seems like Tucker always has this secret info no one else has. Here's his response. What are the facts? I still don't even know. You could have read them in the Brooks Singman November interview, but you chose not to because you like to be stupid. He acted completely alone. Just read the report. No help from anyone. That's the claim. It's hard to believe, but the FBI could do a lot to prove it. You mean like giving a full-length hour interview to Fox News about it? They won't, which we already did. Why? I sincerely don't understand. This is him playing stupid again. He never understands anything. Ask Milk Bar TV. I asked Cash and Rick on background to explain, but they refused. I'm totally confused, but clearly this is not good. And by the way, in point of fact, Trump does not believe the official story at all. He's told me that to my face. Here's the secret information he claims to have. Again, never produces any shred of evidence. I just produced to you evidence of the exact opposite.
Dude, I love how his evidence is like a sentence in a Daily Caller article, right? Or his evidence is a headline and a little blurb screenshotted from the internet. I mean, dude, right? It's not just me that is looking at, I mean, obviously we know Dan Bongino and Tucker Carlson are both fucking liars, but like there is nothing Dan Bongino here has shown that is like evidence of anything. And in fact, let's see, like he should scroll through the whole message thing. Like we're seeing two little snippets of Bongino messages out of context. Let's see what Tucker was asking him and let's see the back and forth. I know they're both liars, but dude, I love though, can I just say, I love that these guys are brawling, right? Because think about this, guys. They're like these are like some of the big wigs, right? These are like big wigs of the MAGA movement that are now at each other's throat. Okay? That's actually pretty cool, guys. It is. Dude, I think that's actually pretty cool because not too long ago, all of these guys were like, they were an unshakable force, dude. They were. Trump could come out and always say the right thing. Everybody got in line. Nobody resisted him. Nobody said peep. If somebody said anything, the others pressured them. Remember when Rittenhouse was like, I don't like Trump, right? But now, dude, now they're all brawling, okay? Trump is like, he's getting booed. Everything he says is a hoax. His own people, as we find out, were meeting in the Situation Room without him, trying to be like, how are we going to fix this shit? Right? I mean, there's like, everybody's at each other's throats. He's turned on the vice president. He's now in Marco Rubio's corner. Right? He is just, they're all like all over the map. And they're all grasping and struggling and fucking each other over, trying to get a little bit of an inroad with whatever the post-Trump power structure looks like. And Trump is firing everyone. I mean, it's all falling apart, guys.
He's in his own outlet, but yet he's got secret information. Sounds like he's bullshitting you, doesn't it? Here's the other text where I actually go on to further make the case. Next, to him. He said, I hope you had the chance, Tucker said, to see the piece on crooks. We received some information and are planning a detailed follow-up. Is there someone I can talk to at the FBI before we do? Thanks. I said, I saw it, and that you seem to believe that Cash and I...
See, wait, though. Look at this, though, because let's look at... I want to look at something here, right? Because, guys, look at this, okay? Because Tucker said he talked to Bongino in December, but look at this, guys. That's... looks like it's NOV. It looks like it's November 10th, doesn't it? That is not a December. I mean, if you look at that, it looks like it says November 10th. So it looks like whatever's going on here is like a full month before Tucker is saying they had their conversation. Okay. And you notice they have the like date, like sort of like blocked off too.
Someone I can talk to at the FBI before we do. Thanks. I said, I saw it. And that you seem to believe that Cash and I, who are longtime personal friends with the president, are involved in some sinister cover-up is absurd. I thought he said we were covering it up. Yet in my text, leave this up, guys. I'm saying the exact opposite, Justin, am I not? It's almost like he's bullshitting you again. Is the president in on it too, I asked? He's one of the victims. He's told us repeatedly, as he said publicly, he's satisfied with the effort Cash and I put in. The president's a victim in a federal crime. And when he's ready for us to release more information about this crime, then he'll tell us. I suggest you give him a ring and tell him you want more. Let me know what he says. He's a member of the media. People call him all the time. Which we went on to give more to Fox News and gave him a whole interview. Here's the next one. This is the whole exchange. And he claims it's not personal, which it's always personal with Tucker. He's just envious of everyone else because he's a person of the lie. I said it is personal. Stop playing games and be honest. You're suggesting that the FBI, Cash and I currently lead, is deliberately mismeeting people. I watched the video talking about his. It's ridiculous. We exhausted every lead in this case, and our conclusions stand because the evidence backs it up. What possible motive would I have to cover up the evidence? Money? That's hilarious. Fame? Clicks? Make it make sense to me. I stated in the last text on the disclosures that the president's a victim here, too. He was shot in the head.
What the fuck was that? Oh, is somebody screen recording this?
When he wants the public to see more information, he'll let us know. We meet with him weekly. He's happy with our work on this. Call him if you disagree. He will hear you out. I'm telling him again. Go call him. Go call him. You know him. Now, proving to you again with even more receipts that the president and the administration were content with the investigation and it's pending, still open, but inactive because we haven't had leads.
See, again, though, do you see how, like, he's reading his statement between whatever is written around these text messages, Bongino is not like, here, let me show you the text messages and talk about this. Bongino's reading a prepared statement, guys. Okay? And that is pretty unusual for these guys to be reading a prepared statement if he's like talking about his interactions with Tucker. I think that's that's very telling here, because Bongino is not sitting here going, hey guys, look, I have the text messages here. Bongino's reading some elaborate like chronology of this whole situation and off of a teleprompter that is like, and hear me out on this, it's not even his teleprompter. Now, how do I know this? Because if Dan Bongino had a teleprompter, he'd be looking at his camera, okay? If you have a teleprompter, it's set up to your camera. So if Dan Bongino had something he was reading from his own production staff, he'd be looking at the camera and reading that shit. But he's looking down as though somebody brought in a laptop with some other teleprompted statement, and Bongino is here delivering this thing very like, that's fucking weird, okay? Right? If he was just reading the text off something, that's fine. But look at, he's reading the statement in between weird as well, where he's not riffing here. He's reading a very specific statement. Look at the way he describes this here. He looks down and then watch it.
I'm telling him again, go call him. Go call him. You know him.
Now watch right here. He looks down.
Now,
then he looks
proving
up
to you again with even more receipts that the president and the administration were content with the investigation, and it's pending, still open, but inactive because we haven't had leads that panned out anywhere. Here's the president in a Fox News piece and the White House confirming yet again the exact opposite story Tucker's telling you, that
dude, he's fucking reading a completely prepared statement.
there's some organized cover-up. He's just making it up, folks. As for Trump, Fox News, November 21st, Brooks Singman. As for Trump, he told Fox News' Brian Kilmeade that he has, quote, confidence in cash, a lot of confidence, and the DOJ. They're giving me reports, and the reports are seeming to balance out. So I have confidence in these people. I wasn't confident with Chris Wray, but this group, it's a different group, Trump said. It's cash as opposed to Wray, and I have confidence in cash. Tucker just said there's a big sinister cover-up. Trump was in on it. Baumhart, 73. This is exactly why he got fired. Folks, if this isn't receipts, I don't know what is. His own outlet is reporting. Oh, by the way, there's the picture. You need evidence? There's the picture of us in the White House briefing the president on the case he says there's a big cover-up and no one wanted to talk about. Here's the text I sent him with the picture, which he had. I don't recall him in the White House getting a briefing, but he seems to know more. He has secret info. Here we are, briefing him, the president, with the facts, and him telling us he was satisfied. If you come up with a co-conspirator that the FBI missed, now I'm asking him for information, which he never produced, by the way, then please pass it on to me or someone else with access, and we'll immediately action it. I know it, so he doesn't think I'm kidding. I'm serious. The investigation has not revealed that. I'll follow up with him as well, see what else he needs clarification on, the president. Because if what Tucker was telling me was true, that the president needed clarification, which we hadn't heard from anyone, the president, the White House, or anyone, then it was weird that they never told us. Matter of fact, when we followed up and asked again, they said, no, we're good. But Tucker has secret information. He's yet to produce. He's yet to produce.
Dude.
Claimed he had texts saying otherwise. Have you guys seen any information in the text he claims to have that I just presented that indicates, and tell me, Tucker fans, please, I'm begging you, have you seen a single shred of evidence of that text that I told him the president demanded we shut down the investigation? If this doesn't end this guy's credibility, you're wasting your time. You're just being like, this guy's no different than Rachel Maddow. We're going to produce evidence tomorrow.
Oh, dude, he's comparing Tucker Carlson to Rachel
Trump
Maddow
cheating on his
now.
taxes.
Dude, what a fucking goon, bro. Oh, my God. Dude, right? Isn't that funny? Oh, shit, dude. I mean, guys, I mean, these guys are both fucking lying clowns, right? Right? Dude, let's fucking go. Oh, shit. And now Candace, though, is getting in on it too, guys. Oh, so Candace is now going to be fucking getting in on this. Dude, these guys are such buffoons, guys. It is buffoonery. Can I just tell you? It is buffoonery. And what do we got, dude?
Sometimes it's like you just get fed up. You're like, where the fuck are these Epstein files?
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? Why is this redacted? Where is it? Who the fuck killed JFK?
Right.
Like, come out with it. What the fuck? Who fucking killed Charlie Kirk for real?
Yeah.
Like, what is that? Why is that fucking story so clouded in mystery? And why did they pave over the fucking ground right after the shooting? What the fuck is going on there?
See, now you're making me in a bad mood.
It's easy.
Dude, but meanwhile, right? But look at this, though. Because look at fucking Joe Rogan here. Oh, who the fuck? What the fuck? But guys, can I remind you? Can I remind you from the New York Times article, okay, where during this, okay, the vice president said, hey, man, maybe I should go on Joe Rogan and like clear this up about Trump, right? So this is what's wild about Rogan is on the one hand, Rogan is out here saying, dude, so crazy. What the fuck? Who the fuck shot this? Who the fuck did this? Why aren't they releasing the Epstein files? And then when Trump is calling the Epstein files a hoax, and lying about it, and they're in the Situation Room trying to cover it up. JD Vance is like, well, I've been talking to Joe Rogan, and I can go on the show, and we can clear it up. Like, I can go on Rogan. Rogan said he won't talk to Todd Blanche, but he will have me on, and so I can go down there and deliver a narrative about the Epstein files to cover for Trump, and then we can, spin it off to talk about Trump's accomplishments. Meanwhile, Joe Rogan's out here in between talking to fucking JD Vance. Joe Rogan's like, oh man, they're lying to us. What's going on? Aren't you frustrated? Don't you want answers? And then as soon as there's a commercial break on Joe Rogan's podcast, he's like calling up JD being like, was that good? You like that? Is that like a good righteous indignation? What should I do next? Should I say that Trump is being too extreme with immigration? Or do you want me to start talking about Graham Plattner? Like, what do you guys need from me next, right? Because this guy's a bullshit artist. They're all talking to each other behind the scenes. I mean, what absolute buffoonery. What world are we living in? And this really lets the cat out of the bag, too, okay? With the fact that they revealed, right, how Vance had just gotten off the phone with Rogan and said Rogan won't talk to Blanche, but Vance can go down there and craft a narrative, right? Eating the cats, eating the dogs. Let's see, what are they going to make up about Graham Plattner this week? It's fucking bullshit, right? They are all just clowning us, guys. All of these dudes are clowning us. They're like, Rogan is absolutely fucking state media, Oh shit. And then Candace had an evening show. Dude, Candace had a show at night to talk about Bongino and Butler, right? Oh shit, dude. That's crazy, dude. Candace doesn't really do a night show very often. Dude, what's with the lipstick, bro? Oh, dude. Dude, did you see this? Candace with Laura Loomer?
By the way, and it was just a bit of a surprise, but we have Larry in studio today. Larry Loomer, welcome to the show. Larry, what are you doing? What did you do with Brigitte? You said you were calling Brigitte with the receipt. She's always got the receipts. Look at the receipts. What were you doing down in Gitmo? Let's check out these receipts. What are you? Oh my gosh, it's a long receipt, Larry. What's on there? What is on there, Larry? What? I'm hiding money in a secret trust. George and Candace are separated, $4 off. What the heck is going on here? What? I'm funded by the SPLC. Larry, please no. As I reported, exclusive. Okay,
Said
Larry,
CVS?
that's enough, really. Anyway, get out of here, Larry. It's nice to have you here. I'm not gonna lie.
Dude, oh, Jesus, bro. Oh. Why would Rogan schlep for Susan Collins? So, I mean, the thing is Rogan wouldn't be schlepping for Susan Collins. Rogan would be schlepping for Donald Trump, right? And for the powers that are paying Donald Trump. They fuck Susan Collins. Dude, Susan Collins doesn't even exist. She is just another cog in the Trump machine, right? Yeah, none of these guys, like, they're all, all of those reps. I mean, when you think about Trump and his relationship to Congress, he doesn't give a shit about who any of those people are as long as they rubber stamp his shit. Okay? That's it, right? It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter who you are, right? As long as they rubber stamp it. But I am, though, guys, I have to admit, like, Nancy Mace being gone does make me extraordinarily happy. All right? It does. Dude, Nancy Mace being gone is like, mwah, so good, dude. And she is still coping hard. Okay? She is, dude. She is still coping, dude. Right? Did you see this one? Look at this, right? She says, clearly I aim too high. The fast track to an endorsement these days is a Nazi tattoo, a habit of hitting women, or a staffer half your age. Rookie mistake. It's like, who is she even talking about, right? Who? Oh, she's making something about Graham Plattner. Did Graham Plattner get an endorsement from Donald Trump? Did we miss something? Did Graham Plattner get endorsed by Donald Trump? Dude, she's over here Cenk Uygering, where she is now just making insane, unrelated comparisons to somehow, oh yeah, here, let me talk about fucking some random shit. Dude, they are all obsessing about Plattner. But can I just show you though, guys, right? And steal some valor, she said, right? But, dude, she is coping. Dude, look at this, right? Rob Schneider said, right? Look at this. Rob Schneider said, Nancy Mace is the champion we didn't deserve. Thank you for your unique and invaluable integrity and consistent leadership. You will be dearly missed. Dude, Rob Schneider? Rob's trying to touch him, I think, guys. I think Rob wants, he's trying to touch him. Dude, and then Nancy said, never thought I'd get my congressional send-off from Deuce Bigelow. Don't worry, sir. I promise to be more of a menace than ever. There is nothing to hold me back. Thank you for the kind words, Rob Schneider. Ooh, dude, what is she going to do? I still say, guys, she's going to DUI in 12 months. I'm calling it, dude. Dude, oh, did his wife recently divorce him? Oh, did Rob Schneider? She did in December. Filed for divorce, saying the marriage is irretrievably broken. Oh, fuck, dude. Right? Oh, shit. Dude, she said irretrievably broken, right? Dude, that's like his career. She was like, yeah, she cited that her marriage was as damaged as his fucking career, dude. Oh, she's out. Oh, there you go, dude. There she is, dude. She's like, smell ya. Dude, she's actually super attractive, boss. She's running for the hills. Good for her, dude. Smart woman. All right. Smart woman, boss. Oh. We aren't the only ones who has the hots for her. Oh, you're talking about Nancy Mace? He's trying to hook up with the Nancy? I mean, I think he is. Dude, this shit is fucking... Oh. Dude, she says she will gladly die in the hill that prosecutes the predators, murderers, rapists, and pedos. Oh, like, dude, Nancy is a lost cause. I mean, you can see it that even here, look at this. Will you get revenge on Trump for ending your political career? And she said, I'll be adding to the unemployment number in January. Like, even after Trump just fucking spit on her, she is going to cover for him, guys. Seriously, she is like, she's going to cover. Rob Schneider's daughter, Zero, contacted him. I'm not surprised about that. I mean, Rob Schneider is at the bottom of the barrel. And Nancy Mace is at the bottom of the barrel too. They probably would make a good couple, actually. Her and fucking, I mean, look at what Nancy Mace look at what she has fucking, right? Look at what she has resorted to, guys. She is posting fucking what is a woman on her thing, right? On her congressional account. She is still doing the what is a woman shit. Right? Like, watch this. You ready?
What is a woman?
By the way, this was a two things here. You ready? One is this was about fraud in Minnesota, and she's asking Tim Walz, what is a woman? Number two, Tim Walz is gutless and not good at this shit, so Tim Walz fails the exam. Okay, now I'm going to show you Muriel Bowser from D.C., the mayor of D.C., right after this to show you somebody who doesn't fail the exam. Because you got to have an answer to this question. You do. Sadly, you have to have an answer to what is a woman for somebody like Nancy Mace being an idiot. You ready?
What is a woman? What is a woman is the question.
I'm not sure I understand the question here.
Well, that.
What
okay.
do you want me to say? This is.
I want you to say that a woman like me is an adult human female, that men can't become women. You guys are the party of violence, and you're the party erasing women. You don't respect us. You're a bigot. You're a misogynist. You're a sexist. Mr. Chairman, I yield back.
Now, right? Now what could have Tim Walz said there? When she says, what is a woman? He could have said, you're a woman, I think. Although the scuttlebutt on the Hill here is that maybe you're not. Right? I mean, there are many ways he could have responded, but that would have been one. But you realize she used that opportunity just to scream a bunch of shit at him so she could make her Rep Nancy Mace video, right? Isn't that fucking crazy? But now watch Muriel Bowser. Watch the mayor of D.C., okay? Watch what she did with Nancy Mace, okay? Again, none of this was about this shit, but watch this clip. You ready? There's the mayor of D.C., who is a badass. Watch this.
So Mayor Bowser, what is a woman?
I'm a woman. Are you a woman?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I'm a woman. You're looking at one.
Okay, good. You actually, so Mayor Bowser.
Dude, fucks her up. You see that though? She was ready for this shit, boss.
So Mayor Bowser, what is a woman?
I'm a woman. Are you a woman?
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I'm a woman. You're looking at one.
Okay, good.
Dude, fucked her up. Oh, isn't that great? See, that's why Tim Walz, though, has always been like a big disappointment to me because he was never good. Okay, Tim Walz was never good in those types of like real gut punchy, they're gonna fucking throw all their shit at me kind of moments. He's good in a podium, reading a funny thing, being up there, being charming. But Walz, when he gets confronted, when the punches are coming in, he's just too soft, you know? Yeah. And what's crazy about this, guys, is look at this. Look at what their thing, it says testify on crime. Okay? So the testimony was about crime in DC, and Nancy Mace is asking Muriel Bowser, what is a woman? Right? In a crime hearing. And again, with the Tim Walz was a fraud hearing, and she's asking him, what is a woman? Because she's a derelict that's running around trying to get sound bites for her little anti-trans campaign. And where did it get her, guys? Can I just show you? I'm going to finish with this. Where did it get her? It got her in 5th place with fucking Riley Gaines, dude. Nancy Mace got 5th place in her primary. Last. Riley Gaines got 5th place, right? You love Walz? We need him. Yeah, I mean, my thing, Sinful, is I liked Walz, and I still think he's a good guy, but Walz has no place in national politics because he can't hang, dude. He should have just stuck to being the governor of Minnesota and staying out of the limelight. By him elevating himself into national politics but not being able to hack it, he just kind of like made everything look weak. You know, like you got to know your limits, you know? If you can't get in there and fucking fight like that, if you can't fight dirty, you have no business getting involved in national politics, right? If he had just stayed the governor of Minnesota, I think he was doing such a good job, and now he's not even going to be governor anymore. Nick Shirley basically hounded him out of politics. And like, bro, what are you doing, dude? He was so good as a governor. And he like, bro, right? You like, come on, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's too bad because he was a great legislator, but he just wasn't cut out for the national. You know, the national, what happened to Noam? Dude, Noam I think she's in South America with her fucking concubine. Tommy for Minnesota governor. Dude, I'm not living in Minnesota, bro. He is too nice a guy. That's it. I think Tim Walz is he is too nice. He's too nice. And I mean, I'll be honest, guys, if you're going into national politics, you have to be a bit of a prick. At the very least, you gotta be like, fuck you, you know, you gotta be a brawler. You do, because it's dirty. It is fucking some dirty ass shit out there, especially now in the post-Trump years. Riley Gaines, any more jowl? Dude, the 9G guy. Who's the 9G guy? Now I'm curious. Dude, let me see. Dude, are you talking about this dude? Right? Is that who you're talking about? Right? Dude, he's talking about Nancy Mace or Riley jowls like she's hitting 9 G's in a rocket ship. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Dude, that's funny. Oh, dude. Dude, 9 G's. Oh, shit. That's hilarious. 9. Oh. Dude. Oh, wait. No, are you talking about the jowls of death? I'm trying to figure out who you're talking about now. Oh, you're talking about this guy, right? Are you talking about this guy? Dude, dude, this dude? The meme dude? Oh, shit. Oh, fuck. Dude, I mean, they are, isn't it wild? Can I just say this? And I have not been able to figure this out. Why the women that go after the trans people are like, I don't know, dude. They're like, they're women that they all have a certain look. I mean, if you look at Riley and Nancy Mace, you look at their faces and they don't present as traditional concepts of femininity women. You know, I mean, Riley Gaines looks like Jay Leno. Dude, Nancy Mace looks like Steven Tyler. Okay. And then if you look at Jennifer Say, can I show you the woman who from the XXXY? Okay. This woman, Jennifer Say, right? She does a little black and white photo here, the woman who does this XXXY. But have you seen her picture? Dude, she looks like fucking Harvey Weinstein, bro. Look at her. Look at this woman, dude. This is the woman who leads the fucking anti-trans, like, XXXY thing. Look at her, dude. She looks like Harvey fucking Weinstein, like she just chewed a head off your fucking pet rabbit. You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck, dude? These are the anti-trans people, right? That is some, like, it's like, goddamn, leave the trans people alone and go get some fucking gender-affirming care of your damn self. You know? Bro. Dude. Bluto. Dude, I thought it was John Belushi. I thought John Belushi was still alive. I was like, holy shnikes, bro. What the fuck? So that's why she uses this photo, right? Look at the photo she uses. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's you. Dude, it is Robert Flake. Oh my God, dude. Right? Oh my fucking God, boss. I fucking laid into her too not too long ago. All right. It's time to dance though, guys. Thank you. I'm going to go make some videos. As usual, we appreciate you guys. It's always a fucking pleasure. All right. I see you. I'm going to go make some videos. Big love. Big, big love. Big, big love. Big love. Big love. Big, big love. Let's go. Dude, thank you to all the donos. Thank you to Elf for being the quarterback tonight. Dude, bringing that shit home. Let's fucking go, baby. Always a blast. It is always a good time. Tonight seemed like extra fun, though. It did. I don't know. I think I was being extra funny tonight. Oh. Oh. Dude. Oh, fuck. Baby. Still awake? Yeah, I hear you. I'm getting done. I'll see you in a minute. Don't go to bed yet. Jenny's still up. Fucking amazing. I love it when Jenny's still up. Dude, remember, guys? I play Fortnite tomorrow with Jenny around 3:30-ish p.m. Pacific time. And then we'll have a regular politics stream tomorrow. All right? Right now, we're going to dance. Dude, what a night, baby! What a night, dude! Oh! Oh! Let's go. 2 mil. No, Jenny is, dude, her thing, guys. Look at this. I'm going to show you her thing. Okay. Her fucking, if we look at Jenny's thing, it is up to, you ready? Look at this shit, guys. 2.8 million. Dude, she's about to hit 3 million on that short. Isn't that crazy? Dude, 2.8 million that fucking short. Oh, you guys can't see it. Hold on, there it is. 2.8 milli. That's fucking wild, bro. There it is. There it is, guys. 2.8 million for Jenny, dude. She's killing it. Killing it. All right, here we go. Let's go. Let's get it. It's time for a little deja vu. Let's go. Come on, baby. Get down with me. Oh, oh. right, guys, thank you for tuning in. I will see you Fortnite in the afternoon, politics tomorrow. I'm out of breath. Take care of your head. All right, take care of yourselves. Be good to yourselves and each other. I'll see you tomorrow. Good night. Stay radiant.
Hey, I just want to change the world. I just want the perfect girl. I don't want to hang around, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. Change the world, but I'm not gonna wait my turn. I don't ever want to come down, I'd rather be found. It gets better, I wonder, my pleasure together. Everyone's waiting, anticipating. It's about you. I would never